talked about resources earlier. How about perspectives? People 2020, Tammy Walker, your definition. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Healthy People 2020. It's the Department of Health and Human Services vision for changing and improving health for all Americans. And with the introduction of 2020 in 2010, they included health equity and health disparity. So health equity describes the differeces, and a health disparity is how we quantify or see that health inequity, those health inequities manifest. So, and if anyone wants a copy of this presentation, it includes the websites around health equity, health disparities. I'm happy to share it. So, what Tammy was talking about is commonly referred to as social determinants of health. Some folks also call it social justice, health justice. And this was taken from Grantmakers in Health, and it defines or explains the difference, what health equity means social justice. So it is acknowledging the differences that have existed in populations, in communities. And social justice moves it a little bit further and says that we begin to look at the distribution of opportunities and privileges, and that goes one step further, and ensuring social justice has to be part of achieving health equity. So, health disparities, we recognize health inequity, as Tammy mentioned, reading scores, poor retail, all of those access issues, lack of housing. I have to tell you here in Stockton that we have a really bad and acute housing issue. But these data were taken from vital signs, CDC's vital signs. They recently came out with a report in May, and I brought it. And here are the disparities, or some disparities, that were featured in that particular vital signs, which you could read. But this is how, this is the data that demonstrate the extent of health equity, health inequity. And then, in looking at health inequity, it's like, what are the root causes? What is causing stroke, where we experience it 2 times more than the rest of the population? And it's more than, you didn't eat the right thing, take a walk. So we have to really begin to peel back the layers. Here are just some more data that came from that same vital signs report. And the main point of the vital signs report from May said that African Americans, particularly older people, are actually living longer. However, within those data, there were the other disparities that are experienced by younger people, younger African Americans. So if anyone wants to take a look at that report, I have it waiting on the CDC, and it's available. So getting back to stroke, looking at health inequity, health equity, here is an action that CDC has engaged in across the country to address health inequity, because we can talk all day long about health inequity, and as you know, there are conferences around health inequity, and that's the main conversation. So for today's purpose, and pulling it back to stroke, in my research for this presentation, I discovered that CDC has a program called Coverdale National Acute Stroke Program, and for the purpose of ensuring that all Americans receive the highest quality care when they are stricken and have experienced a stroke. And it's implemented by CDC, and these are the protocols and the measures and with the idea of improving stroke care nationwide, reducing stroke complications and death, particularly among those with the highest burden. And just listening to the conversation during the introductions this morning, clearly, unscientifically, there's a heavy burden of stroke in this room in terms of who we know. My brother was, it's been quite a while. It was probably about 10 years ago. My brother, 50, a chef back in New York, had a really bad headache. Went across the street, thought he was, got some aspirin. He said that the headache just got worse. Called an ambulance, took him up. First, they took him to Harlem Hospital, where they thought he was a drug overdose. And I don't know if he just flipped out on them. They put him back in the ambulance and took him up to Columbia Presbyterian, where he was treated, and where at the same time Darryl Strawberry was in the hospital. But that's where folks with money go, to Columbia Presbyterian. But when they think you are overdosing, they'll take you down to Harlem Hospital. My brother did recover. However, as a young person who had one stroke, as the data in vital signs lets us know, he is also at risk for a second stroke. However, getting back to the Coverdale, okay, sure. Getting back to the Coverdale program, the whole point is to create systems of care that address health inequity and with the purpose of reducing health disparities, particularly in this case in stroke. Another initiative that is addressing reducing stroke and heart attacks in African Americans. We are one of the 4 priority populations, and this is something that physicians, public health departments, and others will hear about. Hopefully it will trickle down to individuals, as it should. Again, key things that individuals can do, but from a health equity perspective, it's systems. We can't expect individuals to take a walk and eat less sodium. While those things are important, yet we create the environments, as Tammy pointed out earlier, that don't support people doing the things that individuals can do. A framework within our organization, our community, our practice, our home, our workplace. How can we achieve, or at least work towards, health equity? As we know, right now we live in a government or an administration, and I'm taking off my PHS hat right now, that is not necessarily promoting any type of equity. So if we're within a framework that is not promoting equity, that means that we have to work that much harder. Here are, and I can send this out to you, there are resources on health equity. There is an upcoming, this is really what I wanted to show you. For anyone who wants to go a little bit deeper, there's an online health equity training that's coming up at healthequity.global policy solutions. The organization is Allies Reaching for Community Health Equity. It's a program of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, and they have webinars covering a variety of issues around achieving health equity over the next couple of months. And if you want the presentation, give me your email, I'll be happy to send it to you.